You might have heard the term radiographer, and you might have seen them in hospitals before, but you don't know exactly what they are. You must have mistaken them for being nurses, doctors, or you heard the name and then you thought they work for radio stations. No, I came to tell you we are none of that. Hello ambitious people, welcome back to my channel. I am Zamazane, Diagnostic Radiographer and an aviation pilot. So in this video today, I'm gonna iron out some of the misconceptions that people have on what radiography is and what a radiographer does. So I'll do this by simply explaining the whole radiology field. I'll try and be simple as much as I can so that you can understand and don't get lost in the process. First up, I'll explain to you what radiology is. So radiology is basically the whole medical imaging field, which encompasses of two areas, which is diagnostic radiology as well as interventional radiology. So basically this is where you find tests and examinations that help reveal the body's hidden secrets like your injuries or diseases. That is why it's often called the eye of medicine, because it's basically that. It shows what's the naked eye cannot see. Then next, I'll explain to you what a radiologist is. So a radiologist is basically a medical doctor that went on to specialize in radiology. So what they do, you'll find them usually in front of computers where they'll be assessing, evaluating and writing reports on what they see on the images that are produced by radiographers. So they basically make it easy for other doctors or referring doctors to diagnose the patient. So that is why sometimes they are referred to as the doctor's doctor, because that is where the other doctors go to find out more about what the conditions of the patient. And then now I'm going to explain to you the 4 different types of radiographers. So the main difference between these type of radiographers is the substances they use and the equipment or technology they use, and often the images that they produce. They are quite different. So those are the main differences between these 4 radiographers. So the first one I'll explain to you is nuclear medicine. Nuclear medicine radiographers are radiographers that use short-acting radioactive substances that generate light within bodily processes. And then this light is then captured by, I'll say for the sake of the video, I'll just say camera. And then from that camera, it is transported to a computer. And then the computer will then develop an image. So basically that's what nuclear medicine is. You'll never miss the nuclear medicine images because they have species of color, like your greens, your yellows, oranges. So with other modalities, you only see black and whites and grays. But with nuclear medicine, you see color. Move over to the second radiography profession, which is radiotherapy or radiation therapists. So these types of radiographers use very high doses of ionizing radiation to shrink or kill your cancer cells. So they are basically more onto the treatment side of radiology. So they use radiation treatment to treat cancer or tumor cells. So you basically find them more in oncology departments because that's where they specialize. So that's what a radiotherapist is and what it does. Next up, I'll explain to you the third type of radiographer, which is ultrasonographers or ultrasound radiographers. So these types of radiographers use sound waves to create moving images that are then displayed on a computer or monitor screen. So they are often used or commonly used on pregnancy or for pregnant patients to examine the womb, as radiation is not advisable for pregnancy or for patients that are pregnant due to the harm they may possess on an unborn baby or fetus. So if you'd like me to demonstrate or rather explain to you the harm that a radiation can cause to the unborn baby or the fetus, then comment down below and I'll certainly do a separate video just to explain that. Ultrasound is not is not limited to pregnancy. Although it's commonly used for pregnancy, it's not limited to pregnancy, as it can also be used for echocardiograms and many parts of the body. So yeah, that's what ultrasonographers use. They use sound waves. Last but not least, my area of expertise, which is diagnostic radiography. So diagnostic radiographers are simply radiographers that use ionizing and non-ionizing radiation to take images of the body part that is of concern. So you find us literally everywhere, all around the hospital. You'll find us in the general X-ray department, taking general X-rays. You'll find us in the ward sometimes doing portable X-rays for patients who are critical and too ill to come down or go down to the X-ray department. And then we'll find us in theater doing taking images for surgeons while they are operating on a patient. You'll also find us in CT scans, and also we can also specialize in mammography as well as cath lab and fluoroscopy, where we take real-time images. That is where you'll find us mostly with radiologists in the room, as these images are taken in real time and then radiologists have to report on the x-rays as they see it. I do hope you learned something new in this video, and I'll see you again on my next upload. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.